friends, welcome back to Tidy Up Texan. I'm Nicole. In today's video, we're doing a little bedroom deep clean. Nothing fancy, just real life cleaning that needs to get done. We'll be tackling some of the spots that always get ignored, like my ceiling fan that has collected a whole layer of dust, plus getting under furniture and hitting those hidden areas that make the biggest difference. All right, guys, today we have a pretty messy room. I got stuff everywhere. Need to make the bed, clean up all the paper and toys. But the real star of the show is this guy. That is disgusting. It's been maybe a couple months since I've gotten to this fan. I have it running 24/7, so I just don't notice it. And when I stopped it by accident, this showed up. So that we are going to take care of for sure today. And then we have some clean laundry to put away. We got some dirty surfaces that need to be cleaned. Clothes to put away, more clothes to put away. Need to fix all this. Pick up a bunch of toys. Trash, dishes, you name it, we've got it. Oh, and if you didn't already know, Texas got a little snowstorm. So we got lots and lots of snow and ice out there, mainly ice, a little bit of snow. It's pretty slick out there right now. Now I'm gonna be honest, chronic pain showed up again today. So I didn't get everything finished the way I planned, but we still made some solid progress, and that's what matters around here. Oh, and stick around to the end because I'm sharing something extra fun. As you saw, Texas actually got snow and ice, and we got some sweet clips of the dogs playing in it and my son sledding. Yes, sledding in Texas. But for now, I'm tackling this grimy fan. I usually use a Swiffer duster, but this stuff was thick. So instead, I'm starting out with an old pillowcase, minimizing any dust that falls on the ground, and then I'll go in with my cleaner and duster. So this weekend has been so stressful. We were anticipating this winter storm for over a week now, and we were definitely anticipating losing power. And we are on well water, so if power goes out, so does our well, and we get no water. So we have filled up bathtubs, water jugs, containers, whatever we can find to prepare for the loss of water. Plus, we were expecting temperatures to be record breaking here in Texas, as low as -12. And y'all, I am a California girl, and temperatures usually don't get much lower than maybe 35, 40 degrees. And since moving to Texas 4.5 years ago, I've only experienced 0 degrees once. And we did get down to -7. But fortunately, if we did lose power, we do have a wood burning fireplace and have at least one room that would be warm enough to survive in. But fortunately, we did not lose power, but we were pretty much stuck for the next 4 days, not being able to go anywhere. Nobody was able to go to work. The roads were so bad, and we couldn't get out of our driveway anyways because it's up on an incline. But once the freezing rain, sleet, and snow stopped, we did go out and enjoy it. And again, I do have some clips at the end to share with you. But do you see the huge difference cleaning this fan made? It looks so much better. All right, now I can put this ladder away, make myself a clean surface to put clean clothes away, and collect the dirty ones. So it's been a while since I've moved this furniture to clean under, and you guys, it was bad under there too, just as bad as a fan. But before I start moving anything, I'm going to be cleaning everything that I move first. But I'm not going to lie, this was super overwhelming for me. With the temperatures being so cold lately, my pain levels have definitely increased, and I'm finding it harder and harder to get things done. And you guys, I am a routine type of girl. I like to do things in a certain way and in a certain order so I can always keep up on things. But with my son not having a car right now, all of my routines have gotten squashed. And don't get me wrong, I do love helping out my son and his girlfriend, but it has definitely interfered with all of my routines, and it's gotten harder and harder to keep up with everything. And if you've been around for a while, you know that this isn't my typical routine. I feel like I'm kind of doing everything backwards, but I did want to focus on making the biggest difference in this room, and that was starting with the fan. And since Ryan's side of the room was pretty bad, I definitely wanted to tackle this because it made the highest impact. Usually I start on my side of the bed and work my way around the room. Plus, I was doing more than my typical routine. And this was one of those days where I really needed to do some deep cleaning. And I've said this before, but I don't film everything that I do in a day, and I don't show all the breaks that I take in between doing each task. So even though this video is less than 20 minutes long, this actually took me hours to do. Between taking care of my animals, taking care of my sister-in-law's animals, getting some of the stuff I need to do outside done, and having to do multiple breaks to rest my back, and doing many other tasks behind the scenes. But I try to keep these videos focused in one area at a time, so I'm not bouncing around from room to room, from outside to inside and back again. But if you guys are interested in that type of video, which will make the videos much longer, you can let me know in the comments and I will consider it. Even though I've been doing this about a year now, I am still learning on how to do a decent video for you guys, showing the most high impact tasks that I am doing. And trust me, there are a lot of other tasks that I'm doing that aren't as high impact. But if you'd like to see it, I will consider filming it. So this dresser was super dusty. Everything on it was super dusty, and we're going to take care of that now. Since this dresser is too high up for me to see, I tend to neglect the dusting on this particular dresser. Plus, Ryan on a daily basis throws all of his clean and dirty laundry on top of this dresser, which, as some of you know, is one of my biggest pet peeves. So today I'm going to get everything nice and clean and reset for him on this dresser. All right, now that everything has been wiped down thoroughly, let's put all this stuff back. And let me tell you, even though I haven't done a whole lot, it already feels so much better in here. That is up until I moved the furniture because it was pretty bad under there. So before I start moving this furniture around, I'm going to defur these couches and pillows. Having 7 animals, there's always fur. There will always be fur. This task is a never-ending deal. And of course, all the kitties had to come and see what was going on when I was moving furniture. When I move anything around, they act like they've never seen it before, like it's a whole new piece of furniture or something. All right, now that that's done, I can clear this sitting area and get underneath all of the furniture and give this sitting area a good reset. So I'm just sweeping up the bulk of this so it doesn't clog up my vacuum. Plus the vacuum has a tendency of blowing stuff around. So I'm going to sweep some of this up and then start vacuuming and then mop this area. So I'm going to be soaking my mop head with water and some Fabuloso and get these floors nice and clean. All right, that looks and smells fantastic. So I'm going to start putting everything back. And of course, I hide my laundry baskets behind the sofa because I just don't like seeing them out. All right, this looks so much better. It feels so good to have it cleaned thoroughly, and it made the entire room smell so good. All right, last but not least, I'm going to clean up this section here, clean up Ryan's nightstand and those little shadow boxes with all his little doodads on there, which I also don't get to as often. And I forgot to get a close up, but they are very, very dusty up there. So right now I'm just clearing off the nightstand so I can start taking everything down from these shadow boxes and then giving them a good clean. All right, these boxes are nice and clean. I'm going to give everything else a wipe down before I start putting it back. And I know one of these boxes is slightly crooked, but I don't have the proper hooks for them. They are just on some picture frame hooks, and I really have to mess with it to get it straight. And I'm not about that life right now. All right, now that these boxes are nice and clean, let's wipe down this nightstand and everything that was on it. All right, friends, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up this video right here. As you can see, the room isn't completely finished, and that's okay. Some days I can do it all, and some days I just can't, especially with chronic pain. But we still got a lot done, and this space is already feeling so much better than it did before. But here are a few little clips that I got of the animals living their best life and my son sledding down the driveway. But I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. And if you did, don't forget to leave it a like, say hello in the comments, and subscribe if you're new. Thank you all so much for watching. Thank you so much for all your love and support. And until next time, bye.
No,